Hello to all our Ábaco group friends. Today we're going to discuss a very interesting Japanese philosophy known as Ikigai. Have you ever heard of Ikigai? Ikigai is a Japanese word that translates as the joy of staying busy. But it's really much more complex than that. It conveys the idea that life is at its most satisfying and fulfilling state so long as you have a purpose that drives you to face your everyday with an exciting goal you want to achieve. As human beings, we need motivations in order to make our lives interesting. Life is about each person seeking for the meaning they want to give their own life to make it worthwhile. A person that faces and overcomes problems and challenges with the intention to achieve his or her own goals will have gone through experiences which in turn will also give meaning and purpose to his or her life. So what is the secret of happiness according to this philosophy? Well, actually there are more than one. Having a healthy diet, exercising regularly, leading a healthy social life, avoiding stress, and having an ikigai, or reason for being. Surely you may already have one or more ikigais or reasons for being. But in case you still haven't found it, we hope to help you with this Ábaco group video. Let's give it a try. The first thing you must know is that a reason for being or purpose is not something contrived, but something that is specific to you and that appears naturally. Furthermore, your ikigai may change with time. The second thing you must know about this philosophy is that it requires we use our feelings, so we need to be able to manage them. Sometimes we try to block our feelings and emotions in order to achieve something, whereas this Japanese philosophy promotes the opposite. So, getting into motion first will instill a natural change in your feelings, thoughts, and emotions. It's also really important to accept your emotions without judging them. Our thoughts and emotions should be accepted and lived with in peace and harmony. Ikigai philosophy is nurtured by these principles. Let's test it out. Think and reflect for a moment. Which are the moments in which you feel the happiest? We feel the happiest when we carry out tasks and activities that motivate us, that make us flow. The more you connect with your ikigai, the more happy and fulfilled you feel with your reason for being. So what can we do in order to flow with life? One of the things we can do in order to flow with life is to practice relaxation or mindfulness, which consists of allowing ourselves to think or feel a certain way without judging. And we have many opportunities to do this. While we get up in the morning, when we're walking or commuting, when waiting in lines or queues, while we're eating, or, for example, while we're carrying out any of our life's chores. All of this is important when setting out to find your ikigai. Now that we've finished the introduction, it's time to get the gears in motion. Do you want to discover your ikigai and start working towards it? Let's do it. Step 1. Choose and write a goal or objective that motivates you and that has a certain degree of difficulty. Watch out! A very ambitious goal can produce frustration, and a too easy to achieve of a goal can cause boredom. So try to think of something in between, but that will also get you out of your comfort zone. Step 2. Break down that challenging goal into smaller, more specific and achievable courses of action. List them chronologically in a table with the following sections. So first of all, the courses of actions, then how to achieve it, then when will I achieve it. For example, if I wanted to play the ukulele, my first course of action would be learning about the instrument. I would achieve this by doing internet research, asking acquaintances about this, and visiting music stores. And I'd expect to achieve this by summer 2020. My second course of actions would be purchasing the ukulele. I'd achieve this by looking for the best value for my money and purchasing the one that better fits my current situation. And I'd achieve this in September 2020. Taking ukulele classes would be my third course of action, and of course to achieve it I'd have to book ukulele classes. I will achieve this from September 2020 to March 2021. Practicing at home would be my fourth course of action, and to do this I'd have to schedule my practice, and this way I know I'll stay consistent. I'll be achieving this from September 2020 to March 2021. Finally, I'll be able to give a concert to my friends, and I expect to achieve it by organizing a social gathering and preparing to perform for them, of course. And I expect to achieve this in April 2021. Step 3. To avoid the feeling of discouragement, practice doing a retrospective analysis of your life by listing those things that you thought you'd never achieve, but you later went on to achieve regardless. This way you'll be able to convince yourself that you are capable, and having a positive attitude is essential. Step 4. Persevere and be patient. As you well know, everything takes effort, but remember that you should prioritize enjoying the journey. Avoid the want or desire to end it as soon as possible. Prepare yourself to stay patient and to enjoy every step, because in the end, it's all about giving more meaning to your life. Make a calendar and schedule time to work on your Ikigai. Maybe 2 hours every day, on weekend afternoons, 1 hour before bed. Try to make a calendar that is realistic and proportional to the actions that you are going to develop, so that you can fulfill it comfortably. Remember that the goal is to enjoy the process, so it shouldn't become a stressful. Step 5. In addition to finding one or more Ikigai, we need to instill new habits. We must banish negative habits and add other positive ones to our life that can help us feel happier. To help us control our negative habits, take a look at the following table. First, write your negative habit. Then, describe when it happens or when it's triggered. Then, how it makes you feel. And finally, what other behavioral positive alternatives you may have. For example, one of my negative habits could be eating in between meals. This would happen whenever I'm stressed, and this will make me feel guilt and remorse. My other alternatives would be that I'm able to work out, and this way I can feel less stress and avoid eating. Or maybe I can eat something really healthy instead. Now it's your turn to feel it with your own experiences. Step 6. Feedback. Consider which aspects, habits, or courses of action need more work, and focus on them first. Assess each and every one of your habits with a mark from 1 to 10. Alternatively, you can ask for feedback from people around you. For example, you can ask questions such as, what should I stop doing? What should I carry on doing? What other habit or strategy could I implement into my life? Step 7. Look for a mentor. Sometimes challenges may scare us and we may need help. Seek and surround yourself with people that know more than you about a certain issue and ask for advice when needed. A good mentor will help you get the most out of each of your goals. Remember, sometimes we can't do things alone, but we can do it with a little help from our friends. Step 8. Creativity and imitation. You don't need to start from nothing. Maybe it's a good idea to lean on strategies designed or used by others. Research, learn and acquire and apply knowledge from the greats, or even the lesser-known geniuses of different disciplines. You can then always give it your own touch. Step 9. Passion. Ikigai is passion. Look into yourself and try to discover what makes you happy in life. Step 10. Discipline. List the aspects and virtues you think you can get better at and indicate in the table when you actually have put them into practice. In the end, you will be able to acknowledge what you are capable of and how you have got better at them. There is still a lot more to be learned and applied, but hopefully you have enjoyed this introduction to Ikigai. This advice has been adapted from the book The Ikigai Method by Héctor García and Francesc Miralles, in case you want to learn more about this philosophy. Regards from the Ábaco Club.